I was going to write this down, but I think it'll be more painless for me just to speak it. When I was a freshman in college in 1978, I was across the hall from my dorm room in somebody else's dorm room one afternoon watching a rerun of the already 10-year-old, long since canceled program Gilligan's Island. We all knew it by heart. None of us really loved it, but it was in our brains, and when it was on, we had to watch. There were about 5 of us in that room watching this little tiny black and white television set. I was on the top of 2 bunk beds, and there was someone in the bed below me. There was a ladder I could climb. Had I climbed down the ladder, there was somebody sitting there watching the show. In an easy chair next to that person was somebody within close range of that television. And there was somebody at a little desk by a window, it seems to me. There were 4 or 5 of us in there. Anyway, I couldn't quite hear the antics. So I said, not addressing him, because I didn't know his name, but it was the junior in that chair. I was a freshman, remember. And I said, "Do you think you could turn it up a bit?" And there was a pause. And the little coconut sounds and the funny music was playing as Gilligan was climbing a palm tree. But I couldn't hear what he was saying. Marianne was saying something to him, too. 20 seconds or so passed. Do you think you could turn it up? The guy in the chair was the friend of one of the people whose room it was. Anyway, a major plot turn happened because Mrs. Howell wanted something. I said, "Excuse me, do you think you could turn it up?" "Shine your shoes for you, too," said the junior. Needless to say, until the closing credits, I was wondering what the hell my response should be. But this happened only about 10 minutes into the show. In the interim, I looked in my wallet to see if there was a single dollar bill, and I'll tell you why. I wanted to rip that bill in half in front of the face of the fellow with the chair and say, "Here's 50 cents, start shining." But all I had was a $5 bill, and I needed that for lunch. So I just let it ride and let that person feel superior. And every so often, I just want to think how nice it would have been to be able to do that little vaudeville joke. And I should have done it with the $5 and said, "Here's $2.50, start shining," but I didn't. Thank you, Gilligan. Thank you, Sherwood Schwartz.